This leads me to the second pillar of the transformation, which was spiritual direction. In just a few weeks after Teresa introduced me to the real life view, she then connected me with Sybil, her own spiritual director. Growing up Methodist in rural Virginia, I never heard of spiritual direction. So I figured it was like leadership coaching, but maybe in faith matters. But boy, was I in for a surprise. Sybil, if you've met her, you've been part of her life, you know that she just has this quiet way about her. She started each session with a reading and then extended silence. Well, type A Winston, my brain was aflame with so many thoughts on how to impress her. I'm ready to talk about my successes, not my failures, but we'll keep it in the context of faith. That's what this will be about. In the beginning, it was very hard to sit in silence. That quiet was so uncomfortable and yet intensely personal. I'd want to rush it. And in the beginning, Sybil was the one that brought us out of silence because she knew I needed more time than I was going to give myself. Eventually, she handed the reins to me. And I would want to rush it and begin speaking about my life and my challenges. Sometimes my brain would get ahead of my mouth, and I would share so much that Sybil would invite me into another moment of silence. Well, these sessions had a different pace. Time seemed to move slowly. And gradually, over time, instead of listening only to my own counsel, Sybil invited me through spiritual direction to notice how God was already at work in so many small and large situations in my life. Spiritual direction, if you've not experienced it, is very different from coaching. I never left a session with a bunch of to-dos, nor was there anything I had to prepare in advance of our next session. Every time we gathered is like a fresh new day. Except now, I'm listening for another voice in the session. It may be a word or a nudge or impression. It's less about me, more about his plan, his purpose, and yes, his provision. Spiritual direction as a pillar has changed the trajectory of my life and my story because it helps me notice God's presence and love in my daily life.